Okay. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. That's how we greet in the Philippines. It means good day to everyone. So is everyone excited? Okay, this afternoon we're going to talk about the heart, the language of the heart, wherein we get to convert our prospect to a client. Is that what you want to know this afternoon? Okay, now let's just do this very informal. I want everyone to somehow participate with me, interact with me. I just want to ask everyone, every time we go see a prospect, do we always be honest with yourself? Do we always expect that we would be able to get that sale? Half? Better give it that client to your seatmate now. Okay, so every time we see a client, every time we see a prospect, we expect the client to give us a big yes. Okay, but how come it's not always that way? Sometimes we go back to our home, to our family, to our manager, and we cry, full of rejections. Okay, now, in the Philippines, I'm not sure in your country, for starters, we always have this so-called buying, understanding the selling process. Is that what you also have back in your home? We call it the selling process. Right now, we need to look at it from the perspective of whom? Our perspective or from the perspective of your client? Of course, our client. Now, for us to be able to successfully bridge the gap between where we are and where we would want our clients to be in, there is always a so-called gap. Usually, we lack this so-called engagement. We cannot connect with our clients. It's as if we're speaking a different language. Okay. Throughout the process, you would see our prospects being in different seesaws of emotion. The very first time you ask for that appointment, Mr. Prospect, is it okay for me to sit down with you, talk to you even just for 30 minutes? What does your prospect think? Oh my gosh, this person on the other line is going to sell me something. Correct? Correct? And then you on the other phone, oh my gosh, please, you have to say yes, Okay, right? For MDRTs, it should be that way. Now, why is it that clients go through a seesaw of emotions? It's just but natural. It is always about perception. Honestly, do you think our prospects have very good perception of every financial advisors? No. Okay. They think we are what? We are pushers. We are manipulators, correct? We're there to really hard sell on them. Now, being MDRTs, that's not how we do things, right? Right? Okay, so now we need to understand what goes in through the minds of our clients. By the way, for prospects who are connected with us, okay, what's the statistics? They are 3 times more likely to repurchase. That means they buy again. Okay, again, a successful engagement means a prospect is 3 times more likely to refer. Okay, and then 44% of them are unlikely to shop around. You want that? Would you want to hear someone telling you, excuse me, I think I like your product, I like your solution, but is it okay for me to check again? Because I have a neighbor who is also into another insurance company, right? So 44% of them are unlikely to shop around. And most of them are not even price sensitive. They want value. Therefore, if they are successfully connected with us, you are to say to yourself, I got this. Okay, now, how do we now speak the language of our clients? You know, sometimes it's so difficult for us to connect with our clients in the sense that prospects would normally put their guards up. oh my gosh, this is a salesperson in front of me. She should not get in. Correct? This person is here to manipulate me. But if we will be able to successfully speak the language of the heart, then they find value in doing certain things with us. Through the power of questioning, we would be able to get through our client and take off that mask that they have with them. They would not feel that they are being manipulated, but they are being helped. So, as a financial professionals like us, we are not here for our own good, but we are here to make sure that our clients feel that we are more than willing to help them. Okay. So sometimes when we sit down with the client has this on her mind. What quota is she after? Okay? Is she running after a quota? That will never happen when you ask the right questions. What are the different question words? How, what, why, when, where. These are the question words. But do you always use this question? The very first time you sit down with a client, you started asking him a lot of questions. Oh my gosh. And then you are covering different range of emotions from something high to low to high to low. You need to remember this. Our clients go through different seesaws of emotion. The very first time I sat down with my agent, this is what I have in mind. I have to secure my money. I'm not letting you take away from this. Then next time you talk to a client. So I will give an example. I have a client, a referral. I went there for servicing. Then I told the client, sir, these are things that I really practice in my everyday business. Sir, you have a very nice office. I love your office. By the way, is that your family? Start with something to build rapport. You know what clients are looking for us? Three things. Remember this. Number one, if you have this, raise your hand. Number one, trust. Raise your hand, be proud of it. Trust. Number two, empathy. Okay. Number three, the most important part, likability. Okay. You need to ask yourself, am I likable? Are you likable? Ask the person beside you, are you likable? Okay? Are you likable? Yes, it should be a yes for MDRTs like us. So again, three things. Trust, likability, and what's the number three? Empathy. Now, going back, when I went inside my client's office, so, sir, you have a very nice family. He's a consul. And by the way, after the building rapport, by the way, you don't build rapport for 10 minutes, okay? Build rapport only for maybe around 2 minutes, that's fine. Then, sir, the reason why I was sent here by my company is to make sure that everything you would want to know about your existing policies, I would be here to help you out. By the way, sir, I just noticed something. How come for the past so many years you've been getting a lot of insurances, but how come you stopped? You stopped for the past 7 years. You stopped getting insurances. If I may ask, sir, why? Okay. You know what he answered me? Cristine, I want you to understand I have 4 kids. My only daughter suffered breast cancer. If I am to get something, I want 4 of them to have it, not just 3 of them. I want 4 of them. I stopped. So I need to ask further. So how is she now? She's recovering very well. Every 6 months, she goes into a checkup or something. And then I ask him again. Okay. I want everyone to know this. That was only during the first 10 minutes of my talk, my conversation with him. And then I ask him, sir, just in case you will be given the chance, your daughter will be given the chance to get something again from my company. Is this something that you feel you would want your children to have again? He said, of course, Cristine. Can you help us? Okay. That closing, that is actually a closing signal, correct? Did I do it on the last part? I didn't. I did it on the first few parts of my conversation with my client. By the way, people would always think that we should do assumed close, correct? Assumed close, trial close, trial close. You have that. Every so often you touch base with your client. How is the client? Is the client still following me? How is the client? Okay, instead of doing a trial close, do an assumed close. Unassumed close. Okay, when I sit down with the client again, ma'am, when I ask for this appointment, and you say, after building rapport, ma'am, when we sat down, when I asked for this appointment, and you said yes to me, what is it that you had in mind that we will be talking about? Bullseye. I got it. She would tell me, yes, I remembered because I still have one son. I think I never got anything from him yet. Bullseye, correct?